and welcome to Studio
Set
Stage, a weekly podcast with us, Cynthia Mallard
and Marq Dean, where we take you from the studio to the set to the stage
in the world of entertainment.
What's up, Studio Set Stage? I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
Hey, guys, we are back.
Yeah.
So happy to be back with you guys after the holidays. Yes, we took a little slight vacation. Everybody needs a little rest and relaxation sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we took a hiatus from the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We celebrated, for me, it was an extension of Juneteenth.
Exactly. That ran all the way to July.
I'm telling you. You know how we do it now. We celebrate it all month long.
That's right, just like your birthday, right? It's no
Really.
longer a birthday, it's a birth month.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of months or whatever.
And the things that are really important to celebrate, you want to celebrate that year round,
Yeah.
all day, every day. That's how I feel.
Yeah, well, we just want to know how you guys are doing. So many different things are happening. Like I said, we talked about the holidays, but you know what? We were, for this episode, we definitely just wanted to talk about how appropriate it is to talk about holidays, but we really don't get a holiday in Studio Set Stage. Not for real. Yeah.
No, like I say, and I've said previously, the weekend is not the end of my week, and the holidays is not really the time you really take off.
Exactly. Sometimes I think about it because, in our society, and like I said, especially if you have worked like a 9-to-5 or a corporate job, right?
Yeah.
You're always looking toward like the weekend, right?
Yes.
And you got to ask yourself, I think we had this conversation off air. It was like, why does everybody look forward to the weekend? Because you sick of doing possibly what you're doing from Monday through Friday or working for someone else, right?
Yeah, and it's almost a programming thing that goes on. You're programmed to, it's, you break it down in terms of time. You're looking at, you're going to work 5 days a week. You get 2 days off. Now, of course, some that are working in certain positions, they have those rotating schedules where, you might not be off on a weekend. You might be off on a Monday, Tuesday. Certain service industry.
You talking like you got some experience, like we all. Like I said, we are Studio Set Stages, of course, just like you. We've all been through like the 9-to-5 job, and you're looking forward to the weekend.
Yes.
But once you like venture over into the Studio Set Stage full time,
right?
Full time, it totally changes, right?
You are on 24/7,
exactly,
or as they say, 25/8. You're never off the clock,
right?
In this thing. And of course, it's unorthodox. It's a hurry and wait situation. It's a hurry up and wait scenario anyway. But when you get the gig, you might get that call when other people are asleep.
Exactly.
You're up.
Exactly. It is a 24.
No
I tell some of my friends, I know people who have known me for a long time, lots of things I missed. Like I just remember just several events, I missed them because why? Maybe I was on a set, maybe I was working on air, but it didn't bother me because that's what I do. Like that's what I am, that's what I was paid to do. That's what I want to do. And that was what I was born to do.
And, getting it done, getting the job done. And a lot of times that takes a lot of coordination, takes a lot of organization to get everybody and coordinate, because it might be several different people that's involved in making this project come to fruition. And you might be in the studio and you might say, well, I can work out this time, I can be in the studio, but then this other person might be on the other side of the country.
Ain't nobody worried about Christmas. Ain't nobody worried about 4th of July.
And they got to make it happen. You got to make it happen.
You got to make it happen.
It's either do or die.
It is. It is. So basically, like I said, we were just having really just an impromptu conversation about it, how everybody, especially when you look on social media, everybody's like, welcome to the freaking weekend. And, people are like, it's Thursday. It's almost Friday, you have to examine that.
Oh, yeah.
If you are one of those people who's like, oh, my God, I cannot wait till it's Thursday or Friday so I can get away from this job. That's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Like, that is a serious freaking problem.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's the abbreviation for the job or JOB. I mean, in the industry, you have a lot of abbreviated terms.
Yeah, acronyms.
Yeah, acronyms, all of that.
Yeah, what does it stand for?
JOB, just over broke.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all. I think we all kind of. I mean, we kind of know. We've all been there. You know.
Oh yeah.
And as Studio Set Stagers, it's a journey.
Right, it is.
It's a journey from, okay, let me just do what somebody else is doing, to why am I doing this, to I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah. Like, seriously, that's the journey.
It is. And you have to understand that. Really, you have to understand that. It is a journey, and there's a process to the journey. And again, like we said, this thing is unorthodox, it's an end result situation. A lot of the things that you see are the result of, years of development
and planting seeds
and building your craft, where now you're just prepared. And really, I was saying this to some people this past week. You have to in your
classes, in my class,
in my class, and also talking to a couple of colleagues, you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Man.
Because you might not have time.
That's such
when that opportunity comes, you might not have time to get ready.
Right.
So you have to stay ready.
You do.
You have to be consistent, and you have to stay the course, because it's that moment where you might be trying to throw in the towel, or you just feel fatigued. And, it's a balance. You have to balance it out. But, consistency is one of those elements that it equates to being successful.
It does.
You got to stay the course in this thing,
I will tell you, just recently, guys, I know this week, we were talking about, like you said, you were talking about consistency and things like that.
Right.
And many of I do media, of course, I do theatrics. That world is mine. I am in that world. I feel like I was born to be in that world.
Let me say all day, every day.
All day, every day. Even when I was in high school, elementary, college, even working my 9 to 5 at the time. But, during those times, I was laying seeds. We are Studio Set Stagers. You're a guitar player. You're a gaffer. You do whatever it is that you do. Maybe you're an author. You're always planting seeds whenever you can. You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
Just because you have a 9 to 5 doesn't mean you don't plant the seeds. And I think a lot of us fall into that category. You get the 9 to 5 because you're trying to pay the bills. You got to pay your mortgage. You got to pay your car note. We get that, right? But you have to also, on the side, be sowing those seeds for the thing that you really, really want to do, or feel like you were born to do.
And you have to make sure that you have a concrete vision of your purpose, your reason. Okay? It's a reason you have this job to facilitate maybe a way for you to do what you want to do.
Exactly. So consistency is the key. And so I was alluding to, like, this week, I know last week was the holiday and things like that. And now we were talking about how, we're never off. It's just what it is. It's a 24-hour, especially if you feel like you were born to do this. Sometimes you're just not off, No. This is what you've been charged to do within your life. So last week, a lot of people were celebrating. We were celebrating things like that. But I had to continue work. On the theatric side, on the acting side, I was continuing to audition, voiceovers, audition for on-camera work. And I actually booked a role on a network television show.
All right. Congrats,
so thank you so very much. But it's about the consistency, there has been times when I have been like, oh my God, like, I'm done, I'm out,
Right.
And then something like you said pulls you right back.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, like, if people want to know specifics, I know you Studio Set Stagers out there, you're like, well, how many auditions, do you do or have to do before you're actually, booking that role? I can sit here and it, Mark Dean. Guys, I don't even think I counted the auditions that I've done since the last booking on camera when I did Being Mary Jane.
Right.
But I would tell you guys, it might be at least 60 to 70 auditions.
Oh, yeah.
That I have not booked.
Yeah.
And then that one came through this week.
Right. Like, that saying, you get, and I mean, when you say that, there's so many levels to that.
It's powerful. It's powerful. Oh my God!
Because that's a testament to staying the course, and you have to understand you're gonna hear probably 100 no's before you get that one yes.
Yeah.
That will change the course.
Yeah.
And same thing with me. I mean, even though it was the holidays, people were inviting me out to the beach, and man, July, I wanted to put my feet in the sand, and I will see the beach eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
But however, it goes back to, okay, I do have a little time that I can look at the stock of what I have done.
Yeah.
And then apply that, because you can work. But if you don't include strategy in that, then you might be spinning your wheels.
Exactly.
And you might be focusing energy into an area where, okay, well, man, maybe you just burning yourself out. You might need to refocus that energy or those efforts in another area that you haven't been doing. So say
if you're like, for instance, if you are a script writer, you're a studio set stager, and you're a script writer. Just say that you right now you working at maybe, I don't know, Dunkin' Donuts. Or you working at the local liquor store, right?
Right.
You got your 9 to 5, but when you come home, you have your journal. You continue to write in your journal, whatever your story that you have in your mind. If it's you just write one sentence a day, or you're committed to writing 2 sentences or a paragraph every week, you know what? Those paragraphs add up.
Right.
They add up to a complete script that one day that you can submit to a producer or director or somebody who can greenlight your project. So you're no longer going to the donut shop or the liquor store.
Right. Every bit counts. Even if you feel like, okay, I haven't accomplished much, I've only done just a little bit, but it's a little bit more.
It is a step forward.
And really, you really can account for that is honestly just basically doing what's doable. Do what's doable, but don't let that take over, you having the ability to follow your purpose and do what you're supposed to do.
Well, you're alive. Right. I mean, come on. I always say, and people probably think it's like the corniest and the cheesiest thing. And if you think it's corny or whatever, you want to, it's lame or whatever, leave it in the comments, okay? StudioSetStage.com on all of our social media platforms. I mean, you're alive, man. I mean, you woke up to pursue. I always say, why do you think you wake up? Studio set stagers, like, why do you feel like you wake up every day? Do you think it's just to wake up and just to ball out and just party and then you just die? No. I mean, that's the way I approach things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I wake up every day because there is something that I have to do. There's something that I have to accomplish in life, Because I am a big believer in, sometimes I feel like, especially if you've lived a full life, like after you've done what you were supposed to do, like I feel like at that time it is time for you to go.
Yes, it's time to take it.
Like
to the
universe,
next,
right? The universe takes you away. But I mean, I believe that. Some people don't believe in that. But if you wake up every day, it is an opportunity for you to live your highest potential.
Yes,
live to your highest potential. Yeah. And that's why I say consistency. Me walking onto a set this week, y'all, I'm going to tell you, I literally shed a tear because there is no way, like I said, after, however, 60, 70 auditions, I actually read where one of the casting directors said that it's a marathon. Hello? Nipsey. Hey, Nipsey, right?
As you say, the marathon continues.
The marathon continues, y'all. And it is so freaking serious, I get messages from all of you studio set stagers. And like I said, we love when we get the messages or whatever. Yeah. And I hear you guys, even when I'm like doing my Media Mondays tips or when I'm doing my Thespian Thursdays tips, many people reach out to me with frustrations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
we hear you. We understand. We understand.
Like you said, getting emails and I actually over the holiday break, I took some time to actually listen to a couple of and check out some of the emails. And again, guys, I just want to say before I get into that, thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the feedback.
Yes,
thank you for following us.
Hallelujah.
Subscribing, at Studio Set Stage, on all of the social media. We definitely appreciate
especially
that.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, and just listening
Spotify,
to this. Yes.
iHeart, Google Play.
Yeah.
Definitely Apple Podcasts
Yeah, Apple
too.
Podcasts.
So,
yeah, most definitely. And, the thing is, I really feel that, the frustration comes out because you put so much of you into what you're doing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
however,
you do.
You have to know that it's not given to the swift, but it's given to the ones that stay in the race. You got to stay in the race. And it's not for the faint. You're going to have some hills, you're going to have some valleys.
And sometimes it might not be for you. Let's just because we've had this conversation too. Yeah, sometimes it's just not. Sometimes you have to face that. Sometimes as a studio set stager, you may say, "Oh, this is me. Oh, I got to do this. This is what I'm supposed to be." But it might not be for you.
But that also is indicative of your drive.
Yeah,
and I would just say this.
Yeah,
you have. I think people you got to understand the term. People say, well, I'm loyal. And Master P talked about this this past week. He was saying, he's not looking for people that say they're loyal.
Wow.
He's looking for people that's committed.
Oh, man.
Because there is a difference between loyalty and commitment.
Well, let's break that down. What's the difference, loyalty and commitment?
Well,
let's start with loyalty.
All right. Loyalty meaning that, okay, hey, look, I agree with this person, or I'm rolling with this person.
Yeah.
Through,
gonna do whatever they say.
And
exactly.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But however, you can be loyal.
You got on blue, I got on blue. Yeah, that type of thing. I'm going to wear blue because you got blue on. Right.
Right. And, it might be different. It's a difference in, okay, this is why I'm loyal to this, and this person might have a different aspect on their loyalty in regards to that particular thing. Where you're committed, everybody seems like they're on one accord. Because when you're committed to something, it seems like there's a mutual understanding or overstanding. Honestly.
Well, I'm gonna go even further. Right. A commitment means, you are committed, you are steadfast, you're gonna show up. You're gonna show up until the job is done. Right. That's what I look at as commitment. Like I think about like my jobs as news director or news anchor or actress. Like I have always prided myself. Like I am a person who is committed. Yeah. Committed to the result. I gotta anchor this shift 5 a.m. to 11. I am committed. I am going to show up with 150% and give it my all.
Exactly.
You're going to see me every single day unless you tell me, Cynthia, I don't want to see your butt in here anymore. That's a commitment. I am committed to being the best possibly media person ever or whatever.
Right. Right. And you have to have that. You have to have that approach to it because if not, you're always going to fall short of your goal, what you're trying to do, because you're thinking, well, hey, I'm trying to do my best. You ain't got to try. It's about knowing, okay, this is what is required and this is what I have to do.
And if you're loyal to somebody, say you're loyal. Say I'm loyal to Marq Dean, right? I'm just saying in the working environment, say I'm loyal to Marq Dean, and then Marq Dean, you decide to, I'm going to go jump off the roof or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just because you jump off the roof, then I got to go jump off the roof too. Because what? I'm loyal to you, right? I'm just thinking about it in a different, kind of layman's terms.
You break it down like that.
Exactly.
But, in this thing, and like you said, kind of getting back to, really when you're looking at this in this craft, and what is required, it takes that level of commitment.
We know about Oprah because she was committed. We know about Jeff Zuckerberg, but why? Because he was committed, We know about Elizabeth Warren, our presidential candidate, because she's committed, Barack Obama, our president Barack Obama, he was committed, to helping and changing a nation. So we know those people, that's what commitment looks like, in different, of course I use politics or whatever, but Master P, like you said, committed. Jay-Z, committed to be his brother's keeper. Hello.
Yeah. I mean, and those are some great examples. And even not only from that, but just looking at from an individual standpoint, you want to, achieve your goal and you set it out, because everything that you see that's huge, that's big, started out as a simple idea.
It did.
But the difference between those that have great ideas and it's just an idea, it's gone and passed, and those ideas that come into fruition is they were committed to taking that idea, seeing the vision, and bringing it and making it happen.
I will tell you, being on set this week, I thought about, in my dressing room, I literally sat there while I was going through my script or whatever. I thought about all of the days, all of the mornings, all the stage plays. Seriously, Mardine, I literally was like, yo, I thought about all the classes that I went to, all the workshops, that I went to, all of the rehearsal, learning, my stage placement, learning, reading all these different plays. And I was just like, you know what? I've done some of the steps that's got me here today, this week or whatever.
Right. And like you said before, not to sound like a broken record, but the marathon continues. The marathon continues.
Exactly.
The journey continues.
The work is never over.
And it's just the beginning.
Never over.
But it's levels. It's layers. And, with each accomplishment, you also uncover another layer to it.
You do.
And it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It's part of the journey.
It is.
But, you cannot let your current circumstances, predict your future or your outcome. Because just like you have a morning, you have a noon, you have a night.
Yeah.
Time keeps moving.
Yeah.
And you got to keep moving like time.
Well, you're never going to be in the same moment that you are in right now.
No.
We're parents. So your child is never going to be 2. Your child is not going to be 3 again. They're not going to be 15 again. You're never going to have that Tuesday, July 9th, again, 2019, you're never going to see July 9th, 2019 again.
Exactly.
Everything is moving forward and things and circumstances change. And so you just got to be up for the challenge,
right.
And it's tough.
Have to be up.
It is tough because think about, like I told you, 60 to 70 auditions. Can you imagine? I know you can't studio set stagers because a lot of you guys are you're in the trench with us. Whatever you might be trying to be a singer, maybe you're trying to be a background vocal, maybe you're trying to be a script supervisor. What else? An engineer.
Cindy, it's funny you said that because just reminding me, I was talking to a artist that was actually really trying to make some progress, performing, doing live shows. But it's still kind of, it's cluttered because, you have all these things you're trying to do, but you don't know the proper order. And that really goes back to, like we say before and many times, understanding the process.
Right.
But sometimes you have to, like you say, you just working, but you don't really have a true understanding of, okay, what have I done? And these are the next things that I need to do really, initially, not putting the cart before the horse.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's a testament when you stay on course and you're able to track it.
Right.
You're able to look at it and say, okay,
wow.
I've done these things. Now, this is the next thing.
It is.
And looking at it like, what is the next thing you can do within the next 5 minutes of accomplishing that thing you just did?
Which leads us to say, okay, so whatever you're doing, you need to seek out people who are actually doing it professionally and possibly getting paid for it. I mean, if you're just joining us, this is Studio Set Stage. I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
In studio. And like I said, if you are looking to do whatever it is that you're trying to do in Studio Set Stage professionally, like, you got to find somebody who's actually doing it.
Right.
You got to, if you're an actor, you got to find some people, some teachers, some coaches, possibly fellow actors who are actually working in the biz, actually getting paid, actually on the cutting edge of what's happening, right? If you are in the music industry, right? You want to be an artist.
Yes, and I will say this, guys, we talk about technology. Google is a great platform for you to do research.
Yeah. Find the people. You can find the people. Find the people. Nobody's unreachable.
Do your research.
Everybody can be reached. Oprah can be reached. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. Our president, Donald Trump, he can be reached. Everybody can be reached or whatever.
Well, I don't know if I want to reach out to him.
You might not want to, right. But you get the example. You get the example. But find somebody who's actually doing it. I know, and for most times it's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
most times it's very uncomfortable to reach out to somebody who's already doing what you want to do, because sometimes I think you're worried about, what do they think of me? Do they think I'm weak? Do they think I'm not on their level? All those things I know go through your mind.
Yeah, and of course, fear of the unknown, uncertainty. That's natural.
Exactly, it is.
But on the other side, if you overcome that, you'll be surprised. Because at the end of the day, that individual that you're trying to touch bases with, they breathe air. Right. They put on their clothes the same way you do.
What? Okay.
But and not to come off. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I'm just saying that your vision starts with you.
Right.
No one else is going to see that. But you.
But if you believe in your vision, someone else will too.
Yes.
Now exactly. I have noticed that.
Again.
Okay. If you believe in your vision, come on now, someone else will too. If you don't believe in your vision, they'll also see that too.
They will see it.
Oh my God. Let's talk about this. Okay. If you don't believe in your vision, they can see through that too.
They can see it too.
They can just see a person who real, who in this for real, who Studio Set Staging for real every single day of their life. Right. And you come up lying because you just think it's just so glamorous. They can see that too. They can see straight through it.
As we saying, I'm gonna break that on down.
Okay, go ahead.
Fake breaking.
Oh my God.
Real recognize real.
It does. Oh my God.
And when you're genuine, that shines. It comes through.
It does.
Like the cream rises to the top. When you're genuine, that comes through as well.
The cream of the crop.
Okay.
Never saw the bottom. We was born on the top. That's a Soros. That's a Soros. You know the Soros at the Studio Set Stage. Come on, I had to shout out my Soros. Right. What's up, y'all?
Yeah. Okay.
Delta strong.
Okay. All right.
Of course, I love all of my Divine Nine. I love all of you guys. We're in this together, but something about that crimson and cream.
Yeah. And shout out to everybody for real, because, man, we've been getting a lot of feedback from, like you said, everyone. We love it, man. Continue the support, and keep reaching out to us, and don't forget to sign up at studiosetstage.com. Please do.
Okay, yeah.
Please
so go there, put your email in there. You'll find how you can support. You want to know about Marq Dean. You want to know about Cynthia Mallard. That's the first place that you can contact us. Or you can just jump on Facebook, Twitter, IG. We're there too. We're on LinkedIn. So we are everywhere. Yes. But we definitely, like I said, we need your support. Need you to subscribe. Subscribe. So that's how we know we need to keep on going. Or maybe we need to shut it off,
Right.
What we need to do, y'all? What we need to do?
Exactly. And it's coming up. We're coming up almost on the second episode.
Second season, right?
I'm sorry,
second season.
Yeah, the second season. So, again, thank you guys for all of the support and all the follows. We definitely appreciate it.
Well, like I said, for you guys, like I said, we left off and I was just saying, listen, somebody who is doing what you want to do, find them, find the mentors, figure out what they got that you need.
Right.
To actually be in the game,
And I want to add this too. Yeah. Don't wait for somebody else to do for you what you can do for you.
Man, oh my God, Lord have mercy. Woo, you didn't drop the jewel.
Don't
right
wait
there,
for somebody else to do for you what you can do for yourself.
Yeah.
Meaning, do your research. Do your research. Do diligence.
Do the legwork. Just do it
yourself.
Do
diligence. Yeah. Do the legwork.
Until you get to the point where you're so big and you don't have no time that you got to hire somebody else to do it for you. Okay? So don't forget, like I said, we are on all social platforms. We love you guys.
Yes.
Don't forget to tune in to Studio Set Stage on YouTube. You'll find a lot of my Media Mondays tips and Thespian Thursdays tips. I'm just dropping jewels, in media and in the thespian world, just things that I've gone through throughout my life and just wanted to pass on the knowledge to you.
Yes, indeed. We definitely want to provide tools and resources you can use. Remember to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Google Play, guys.
Join us next week for another edition of Studio Set Stage. I'm Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq Dean.
Talk to you next time.
Take care.